If it was slide with a hand mortar, I might actually consider it because I want to actually use a hand mortar. But nope.
And Tef, this is Dark Souls 2, which is considered the easiest of the Dark Souls games.
Ow. And Tap, that doesn't include the 20 to 30 hours of farming I did for items?
Yeah, I never had to do farming. Granted,
I
I'm like desperately low on fucking human effigies, but I don't really
uh,
ever use them.
I did farming for human effigies, and I did farming for old Radiant Life Gems. Human effigies
Yeah.
was because Dark Lurker was annoying as shit, and I needed them to fucking turn into
Oh.
the Dark Diver, whatever the fuck his name is, in order to open up the portal
Yeah,
to actually...
why did you do that?
What?
That path? That one's for hexers.
Because I like the Pilgrims of Darkness.
Yeah, I considered it until I went and looked at the rewards, and it's like, there is nothing useful here for non-casters.
Because I like the fucking Pilgrims of Darkness. And Lamb, I also bought all of the fucking hexes and miracles that I could. Because why the fuck not?
Because if you're not going to build with those stats, then there's literally no point.
There is a point. For future playthroughs, when I eventually get fucking 99 in every stat.
I think is that the hard cap? I thought the hard cap was lower.
Or 90 or whatever. I know soul level was 850 in total. Regardless of what beginning class you picked.
Yeah.
Tough you say that, but there was definitely some issues in that. Was it when it came to bosses, actually? And the fucking goddamn Lance bastard before the fucking dragon in Heidi's Tower of Flame.
Yeah. Yeah, the Lance fucker was just a pain in the ass. I do not know why, but I had the fartest fucking time parrying him.
He is the reason I actually used a shield.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I just could not parry him for the fucking life of me.
I eventually found a method to parry him a bit more reliably, but it was still annoying as shit.
Yeah, I just ended up starting to try and do backstabs instead.
Or the fucking Blue Smelter Demon. Killed him.
I had to
Took
get,
me about
I had
40
to
minutes.
get a buddy for him.
Never used
I
a
had to get a buddy
summon.
for a lot of bosses, actually.
I did not use a summon at all in the entire game except for the Frigid Outskirts. And that was after I had technically beaten the game.
Yeah. I'm not really too worried about that kind of thing, though.
Night KB, have fun with the shots.
Yay.
That said, me not using summons for bosses and whatnot means I didn't get some of the armor sets, which, fine.
Huh?
You have to take certain NPCs with you into certain bosses and whatnot to continue their story.
Right, the NPC ones. I forgot
Yep.
about the NPC ones. Yeah, I almost missed out on the fucking Moonlight Sword, the fake one, but...
I didn't do any of the NPC stuff, Lamb, so I fucking have no idea.
You know that dude with the... There's a chest up here. The giant, like, blue sword?
Not coming to my head, no.
I want to say he was, like, Scottish.
God damn it, I went up there and fucking grabbed the orb and forgot to open the chest.
But if I remembered his name... The last time you find him is in one of the giant memories. Huh?
Giant's memories.
Yeah.
I don't
But no,
recall
it's
running
not
into an
eight.
NPC in any of the Giant's memories.
Then maybe you didn't run into him a whole bunch. He's one of the... He was also in Drangleic Castle, and he was right before you found the Frozen Pyromancer, or the Stone Pyromancer.
Is he the one behind a cage?
No.
Okay. What are we doing? That's not the way?
I'm not sure anymore.
Wait. Is there not a pathway over here? Man, there's a pathway over here.
I'm just going a direction. Damn it.
Yeah, I don't know who you're talking about at all, man.
Hold on.
So either I ran into him once and then never ran into him again and didn't do his quest line at all, or I don't fucking know.
Benhart of Jugo.
Name doesn't even ring a bell.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. You never hear any fucking names.
But wheel and deal.
Well,
Gavlin.
Gavlin's a special case. There are very few NPCs who actually, like, tell you their fucking name.
But
More
Gavlin.
than once. Gavlin wheel. Gavlin.
And, there's also Lenegrast. He's a blacksmith that you fucking unlock the house for. From Merchant Hag.
I don't really ever hear his name more than once.
Besides Lenegrast, you got...
Oh wait,
McDuff?
no, he's the... They also don't really say their names more than once.
Yeah, but I actually know their fucking names.
But that's because MacDuff has an actual, like, entire bonfire named after him.
And Ortifex? The fucking bird?
Fucking artifacts. I shouldn't say that. He actually gave me some pretty sweet shit.
He? You mean she?
They.
Let's go with that. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I turned the Charred King, whatever the fuck his name was, Charred Ivory King into a sword. It's a nice sword. It's like, it's an ultra great sword. I found out I really like ultra great swords.
I do not. Granted, I didn't like much of the weapons outside of Dragon Slayer Crescent Axe and the Flame Longsword and the Uchiha Katana. Dragon Slayer Crescent Axe?
Hello?
Hi?
Yeah, that whole thing just cut out for me. You don't like what?
I didn't like most weapons. The only ones I actually liked was the Uchiha Katana, Flame Sword. I guess I used Light Sword as well, but and the Dragon Slayer Crescent Axe. That's it. The rest of them I didn't really give a shit about.
Yeah, I found out that I like the most ultra great swords, just because they are nice and sweeping. But the Ivory King Greatsword one is really good because it's high physical damage, it's got magic, it's got bleed. Like, and they're all pretty high.
It's too slow for me, it takes up too much stamina.
Yeah, the slow thing I can definitely feel, although I kind of need that because it makes me think about when I'm attacking. Because if I'm attacking too fast, I'll just be like, oh, I could get one more hit and then roll. But with an ultra greatsword, it's just like swing once and then leave immediately. Slay, overkill slay.
We're almost there, Lamb.
And it's more I want to be Orin because, God, Cloud's method of wielding that sword is so dumb.
You mean wildly?
I mean, holding it out in front of you.
Yeah, wildly.
I wouldn't even call that wildly.
Welcome back, Venom. You haven't missed much.
Mostly missed talk about Dark Souls. But yeah, I just started that Sunken City of the Sunken King.
I actually found that to be overall the easiest DLC outside of one particular area.
Well, supposedly it's the lowest level. It is interesting. I do like the mechanics I've found so far with, like, everything potentially moving.
Speaking of moving, careful with hitboxes on there.
What do you mean?
Some of those areas that you can get to, like special items that are just kind of tucked away on moving platforms and whatnot. Hitboxes are fucking terrible.
Ah, gotcha.
We have one stack of epic on all
off
monsters.
I've already rolled off of several things while trying to jump.
Oh shit, we do.
What was that?
We do have one stack of epic on monsters.
Yeah.
When the fuck did that happen?
Is that what the eyeball means?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why they use an eyeball icon for fucking epic, but... with one more stack, we'll be playing on par with hardboard? Wait. Hard mode. I mean, we have all the hexes on right now, Venom.
Yeah, I just got into the, you're fighting the ghosts while trying to find their fucking, their remains. It's a pain in the ass, mostly because they take, like, 40 damage from everything until you figure out where the fuck their corpses are.
Yeah. Did you find the one giant room with all of them, then?
I found one giant room with 2 of them.
You might want to double check that room.
I mean, I already know about the 2 that were in there, but because they were tutorial ones. Well, quote-unquote tutorial ones. Okay. You can
Okay, you're talking about that room. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
There was a much larger room with the rest of them.
Yeah. I've been trying to make my way through there, but them taking so little damage is just such a pain in the ass.
It really fucking is. And goddamn it, no fucking potions. Can we die? We die.
Yes. It's just potions.
Venom, the point of a hard mode character, if there wasn't 2 stacks of epic with it, would be to prevent the player from turning off the hexes.
Yeah, because God knows. I want to turn off the hexes at any given point. The cow's just like, no. Ow.
I mean, we're having a challenge, right?
If by having a challenge you mean I'm dying every 2 feet.
And we've had some moments where we've been able to bullshit about the game. Or rather, the game's been able to bullshit about us.
What, you mean getting one-shotted by scorpions and then spawning on top of them and getting one-shot again?
Yes. Yes, I do. Speaking of Scorpion, hello Scorpion. Bye Scorpion.
Yeah, you're talking about the room with the spikes on the floor, right?
I don't recall if it actually connected that one or not.
Okay. Yeah, because that's pretty much exactly where I am right now. I keep getting killed and equipment broken in there.
I do recall there being one spot that I never went down, and it might have been in that room, and I actually went the, like, legit pathway to continue the area. To be fair, Venom, as a designer, I wouldn't have made fucking merchants have a limited stock of inventory. I would have made it more reliable on when it resets, also would have made daily dungeons actually have a countdown timer when they reset, and a bunch of other fucking myriad of things in this game. So, I mean, if you really want to get picky about some of the shit in this game, about being game design, I am all for it. This game is not far from perfect, but, I mean, still fun.
Yeah. I do enjoy thinking about game design. I don't think I would be a very good game designer.
I've thought about game design because it's what I want to fucking do.
Yeah. It was what I wanted to do at one point, but I don't know. I don't know anymore. I got old gut rots.
Oh, another thing I would have done was actually had a fucking merchant offer demon powers.
Yeah, that one's the biggest pain in the ass.
Even if it was fucking going out to find Gaben. Which for newer players would be an interesting challenge. For veteran players, it'd just be a daily thing, but by then you'd probably have demon powers up the ass anyway.
What do these do?
Yeah.
Old gut rots.
Sounds like revolvers.
Interesting. Attack speed by 15%, critical chance by 25. Stacks Aether charges on crit. At 10 charges, the barrage attack inflicts additional damage and cripples all foes in the area.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely agree with that, Venom. Like, being able to save and load fucking Destiny card layouts would be great.
Oh god, that would be
Even if it
amazing.
was only like 3 or 4 different, like, resets that you could save into. I'd be fine with that.
So good.
Because, I mean, there are totally some other builds I would love to try. It's just, I don't want to unequip these cards to equip the other ones and go, where in
my
this
build?
where in this 44 pages of cards are the ones I had? Granted, that said, I could actually make use of the stash once we're done, but I also should have, or would have fucking made melee in this game a bit more fun.
Reliable and not like going to kill you at any given turn.
Rapier attacks too damn slow to actually get the final effect. Fucking hammer is fun, but it's a bit too slow for the damage it can deal, especially considering the amount of damage enemies can deal. Sword is interesting for some of the legendary ones. Other than that, don't really care about them. Scythe is nice, but not enough CC overall for it to make it useful, and the fucking soul stacks aren't that helpful. Since it's only bonus damage on special attack and not basic attacks.
It gets more useful with another card, but it shouldn't require a card to be useful.
I actually found early game melee to be easier to deal with than late game.
Okay, now we only need to kill 13 skeletons.
For reference, see the first few hours of Victor Vran with me using hammer. And leveling up eventually faster than Lamb because Elder.
Yeah, that Elder thing really just fucked the balance of our levels forever. I'm still 2 levels off.
Level and a half, we already established this. Ow. I also have to question why the fuck outfits don't actually give base health outside of one of them.
Yeah.
And hell, most of these that don't even fucking give armor give other stats that are interesting, but honestly not that interesting.
Yeah, I feel like they didn't play with outfits enough.
Cool sibling.
Ow.
Why are there so many fucking champions? Now to go back. Hi. The other problem I have with this game overall in terms of balancing is there is no proper tank for multiplayer. You're either dodging shit, killing things, or just not taking hits overall.
Yeah, I wish armor was more useful.
Like hell, I'm abusing the shit out of the fucking spam click with the tome. Well, if amazing, I think a lot of things have died.